Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I have an interesting topic that I want to discuss with you guys. It's how to find air leaks in your home. So did you realize that the average home in America built after the year 2000 wastes annually $140 to $200 on their energy bill due to leaky doors, windows, and attics? And in front of me here, I have two tools that are going to help us identify where these air leaks are coming from. And then I'll discuss with you how to address those air leaks to get your home sealed up and more efficient. Because let's face it, if your home was built before the year 2000 like mine was, chances are that average is a lot higher. So right in front of me here, I have a thermal leak detector made by Black & Decker. Now this tool here averages anywhere from $80 to $100 depending on where you can find it. Amazon is kind of sketchy with this because sometimes they have it in and then it's out of stock like right away, so it's hard to find on Amazon. But if you find these anywhere else like eBay or any other sites, it's going to average you right around $80 to $100. Now this is a very valuable tool if you're serious about doing this, because it will show you temperature differences, whether it be in the wintertime, summertime. You can set it up. It has different parameters on it to be more sensitive or less sensitive, and I'll explain what this does in a minute. So this other tool I have here is a more budget-minded tool. It's just an infrared thermometer. It can basically do the same thing that this will, but it won't give you a nice readout and it won't tell you hot or cold. You're going to have to determine that on your own by what it says on the screen. You're just going to have to pay attention to the temperature, but this will identify leaks for you as well, and it's for the more budget-minded. So I'm going to get you spun around here and show you how to use each one of these tools, what they do, where they shine, where they lack, and I'm going to use my garage door as a perfect example. I'm going to replace it in the springtime here, but right now it's wintertime and it's cold, and I can feel it's drafty just standing by it, and I can tell visually where a couple spots it's drafty. But what about the rest of the door? What if you can't see it? What if it looks like it's sealed up, but it may not be? So that's what we're going to test here, and I'm going to make this an example. So you guys, if you do decide to get one of these tools to fix some air leaks in your home, which one you want to go with and how to use them. Okay, I have you set up here with my crappy garage door that is very leaky and it needs replaced, but it's going to be a great example. So the first thing I have here is the Black & Decker thermal leak detector. I have mine set to Fahrenheit, and I have it set to a broader range of 10 degrees. So what that is your green light is going to be your neutral. Blue will be 10 degrees colder, and it will turn red if it gets 10 degrees hotter. So all you do with this tool, you turn it on, get your base temperature. See how it's green on the door there? 44.9 degrees. So what you want to do is then just run this down along your door jamb, and you see the temperature dropping. It's not a 10-degree difference yet, but it will in certain spots. So we're getting up to 50. I'll come back down around to the other side here. So right there, I don't know if you can see it on the door or not there, it just turned blue. So there's a 10-degree difference in that corner of the door, and that's where I want to stick my insulation at, which I'll go over with you in a little bit here. So this, just watching the temperature can be a great tool. So you can tell where your cold spots are coming in. It may not be as drastic as it is like right there and really obvious, but you can watch, like that's 45 degrees. That's 36.1 degrees down there. So there's a big draft coming in on that corner. So that's how this tool works. It's really neat. It's a really nice tool to have. It runs off a 9-volt battery. And like I said, it's anywhere from $80 to $100. I'm going to turn that off. All right, so the next one is my little infrared thermometer here. It kind of works on the same principle. This one, to turn it on, you just pull the trigger. What you're going to do is shine it right at the door there and just kind of get your base temperature. And then you're going to do the same thing. You're just going to run it around your door jamb, and the numbers on the screen will tell you that there's a leak. Obviously, we knew that was there, but you saw the temperature jump. So we put it back up here where it was, like 42.5, 46, something like that. Bring it down here and it's instantly colder. So you don't have to buy a fancy tool to do the job. Like I said, this one was only $20 and it will tell you the same thing. It's just not as fancy. But I would say, you know, if you're more budget minded, this is definitely a tool to have. And they make them different names. They're all right around the same price point. You can get fancier ones, but generally $20 will get you a really nice one. This also runs off a 9-volt battery, so you know they're cheap, but they do work. They are very effective. So let's go over to the table and I'll show you how to address these once you figure out where your leaks are coming from. All right, now that you've used one of these tools to identify where your leaks are coming from, what do you do about it? Well, I have some products here that will make your life nice and easy, and they're all cheap and budget friendly. So the first thing I have here is just some ordinary foam. You shove this into bigger cracks. This obviously isn't for around your door, but if you have some cracks that maybe your home isn't finished yet, your trim's not on, you can use spray foam if you want to, but this is a nice, clean, reusable method if you don't want to use spray foam. Sometimes that is messy depending on where it's at. And when it expands, sometimes it comes out and it drips and you don't want to deal with that. You can use this. This stuff here is, I believe, a 20-foot roll for like $12. And you can cut it, break it. It's easy to work with. Just break off however much you need, shove it in there, and then you can go about your day. The next thing I have here is some sticky back foam. You can get this stuff in any shape, size. They make it in different colors, different foam density. Depending on where you're going to put this, if you need something smaller, you can even take a razor blade and trim this stuff up to make it whatever size you want, whatever length you want, and it's sticky back, so it'll stay semi-permanent where you place it. Then the last thing I have here is a door sweep. So if you have a bunch of air coming in underneath your door, sometimes those seals go bad, and if you don't want to replace it all, like right now it's in the middle of winter, my back door leaks like crazy, and I'm just going to use this adhesive door stopper here, door sweep, to get me through the winter, and then I can take the door off the hinges and do the job right, but this will get me through until then. These right here are $10. You can get these in a very, they vary in color. You can get them gray, black, white. I think they even make a clear one. You know, these are, like I said, they're $10. They're budget friendly. You can make these permanent if you want to. I'm just going to choose not to. I'm going to do my seal the right way by taking it off the hinges. And that's a little bit more of an involved process, but it's the middle of winter and I'm not taking my back door off my house. So I'm going to use this. But if you find leaks like I did in my door, what you're going to want to do is kind of eyeball the leak and kind of figure out how much space you have to deal with. Now you can take a tape measure and measure that if you want to, or you can get some real thin foam and just go around your door frame. They make it the same way. You just peel the back off of it, stick it in your door frame, and just shut your door. And then you can use these tools once again after you're done putting your foam in to make sure that you got that leak stopped. Like I said, this stuff is really cheap. They sell this stuff on a roll as well, in different thicknesses, different colors. They make it white and gray also. So depending on what you want to do, pretty much any hardware store sells this kind of stuff. Any big box store, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's, stuff like that, like your Ace Hardwares, they all sell this kind of stuff, and it's usually all in the same aisle. It's all super cheap stuff, but it will pay for itself in the long run, and it'll make your house more comfortable and just easier to live in. You won't have to walk by your front door and catch a cold draft anymore. Like it'll seal itself up with this stuff here, and you can just go about your day and put that money back in your pocket where it belongs. So hopefully you like this video. Hopefully you got something out of it. I'm making it my personal mission to go around my home and seal up every single air draft I have. So hopefully you do the same and we can save some money together. So until the next time, you guys take care, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks. See ya.